I'm telling you right now, forget about everything you heard about the Browns quarterback situation being in flux, how everybody's looking terrible. I was right there today, third row, sideline bleachers, literally right next to Premier Sports and Selmo Fudd, and we seen every snap. And if you were worried about the first 6 practices, today changed the whole narrative. Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, they showed up, and this isn't just training camp talk. This is real. This is a real quarterback battle, and forget about how everyone is saying how bad the QBs look. It was a different story today. But before we tap into that,
welcome to the Reese. We'll show you. Tap in, and then no better sports destination for you. I go hard to bring you every sports tape, from the NFL highlights to NBA fast break dunks. Yes, I'm Reese Will. Can't leave out my fine Barbie sisters hitting the 3-pointers. I share with you every sports big moments under the sun. We chop it up together. I read your chat and we have so much fun. Whatever turning, then no clickbait vibes. I'm spitting straight facts, pushing back on all negative agendas. That's what I do, just for you on the Reese Will Show. So know this for sure. From the draft to the championship runs with me. We always win. It's time to go live and let the show.
It was about 16 players out for injuries, but it was good to see Casey back, and he looked electric. I'm telling you, Browns fans, this wide receiver core is going to be exciting this year. It's one of the best we've had in a very long time. I'm just telling you. And so now let's talk about the filling in the Berea today. We're deep into camp now. It's day 7. It's hot out there, and the guys are tired. I know they're tired, and they just got off of 3 straight days, brutal contact and full pads. Today we were just in shells and shoulder pads and helmets. And I told Randy, would you rather be on the field or would you rather be sweating here on these benches? But when it's hot like that, you can see that this team has heart. It's too easy to mail it in today. This was the most competitive, high energy practice we've seen. It wasn't about complex play execution. It was the entire operation. Everyone was sharp. Guys were running out of the huddle. Their hair was on fire. They were popping up on the line, checking their assignments, and they were efficient out there. You could just tell everything was clicking, and they didn't lower these expectations just because it was hot out there. And it was good to see them not being passed, but basically out there to just work on things. But let's get to what we all really came here for, the quarterback situation. Now, Shedeur was 11 for 16, 2 TDs and 1 INT. Shedeur was solid. It wasn't a great day, and it wasn't a bad day. It was just a solid day. He just keeping himself steady and stacking those days. And Watson, he was 17 for 20, and he had 7 TDs and no INTs. Man, I've been hard on Deshaun, and I've seen him, in the past week. I was frustrated with him. He was frustrated with himself, I know. And I got to tell you what I seen today. I'm giving him his roses. All of his roses, because Watson, Shedeur, and Dylan Gabriel, all was fantastic out there. They made quick, decisive choices. I don't know if this was a discerned effort for Todd Monken to make them, to tell them to make quick, decisive choices, but the ball was coming out of their hands immediately, no hesitation. Now, Coach Monken still had to jump in a couple of times before the snap and tighten up the cadences, and the alignments. It looked like they were working on. Monken is a perfectionist. You can tell it was crisp out there, but every pass was on target. It was efficient, and it had heat on it. All of them had heat, man. Everybody had heat. Gabriel was 4 for 6, 2 TDs and no interceptions, and Green didn't get no snaps. Now, speaking back on Deshaun, this was easily his best practice we've seen from him in a long time as a Cleveland Brown. I'm thinking back to his first season here. It was that pure, decisive ability, quick decisions, pinpoint timing that he had when he first came here, and he made it easy for the receivers. They didn't have to bail him out with a highlight catch. And I know some people think 7-on-7 is just for show, and normally I agree, but today the 11-on-11s was just flawless. And a huge shout out to Todd Monken. I love this Todd Monken system. He makes the 7-on-7s actually useful. He uses it to lock in alignments and timing. So the real competitive reps in 11-on-11s are mirrored. There was great pace, huge energy out there. The ball was jumping everywhere. And we got to talk about Shedeur also. It was so steady while other guys was riding the roller coaster ride up and down. Shedeur is just consistent. Today was another elite, calm, efficient performance. He is forcing Deshaun to stay at a high level. And we got to talk about the explosiveness of the rookies. And, you can tell these quarterbacks are happy about who they get to throw to. Jerry Jeudy been playing better. He was getting some space today. He was moving efficiently. But we talking about stacking those days. Well, Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion are stacking bricks every day right now. They are stacking whole houses out there. I'm telling you, if you look at this offense, the last 2 years, they struggled to create chunk plays. This entire offense looks alive because of these two rookies. They aren't just creating for themselves and making the running lanes used for Quinshon Judkins. We've seen them running end arounds today just to get the ball to Boston or KC in open space, and something explosive was definitely going to happen because they're so dynamic. And finally, we got to hit the offensive line specifically. The battle with the first team with DeJuan Jones is getting a lot of reps over the first round pick, Spencer Fano. Randy we was talking about that, how big DeJuan Jones looked. He looks huge, and when he's healthy and in shape, he's elite. You seen when he was a rookie, but he is injury prone, and if he can stay in shape and get some momentum, he'll be back, man. He would be very welcome. And Spencer Fano, just give him some time as a rookie at left tackle. He's gonna be a real good one for us. And we even seen Jerry Verse, who was only in his third season, mind you, working one-on-ones with Fano after practice. Versus is a true leader. Monken said he's impressed at how quickly Fano implements those tips that Verse is giving him. And Verse has been an emotional leader out there with the defense with Quincy Williams, and Fano isn't backing down from the competition. And when he get beat, he comes back the next play. And we need that energy, from that offensive line, because today they had a good day, and you could tell that they maybe getting some type of chemistry. Only time would tell. Sitting there in them bleachers watching Deshaun and Shedeur complete snap after snap. This was a real good day, and I can't wait to see what they do on Thursday. And thank you guys for watching the channel, and like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload a video. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next video.